This is It Was a Thing on TV.
Total Red Man has ever done something like this to me! It's, time!
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the dregs of humanity!
Minisode 14, submission 1768. Rob Tussin. Rob Tussin was a contestant that appeared on the premiere episode of Most Extreme Elimination Challenge, the American dub of Takeshi's Castle, on the premiere episode on April 19th, 2003 on TNN, the national network.
Pre-Spike.
Yeah, it was right before, because remember they had that whole thing with...
Okay, it was that sort of weird, sort of in-between area where they called themselves the first network for men.
But they hadn't yet called it Spike.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the Nashville network, they kept the letters, changed the name. That was like, what, about 2000, I believe?
Yeah, that was
it was
2000 when they got Monday Night Raw from USA.
Yeah, so it was 2000. Then, I want to say a year or two later, they announced that they were going to change their name to Spike, which would be the first network for men.
Unless you don't count ESPN.
Unless you don't count ESPN, Sports Channel, MSG.
Playboy.
Sure,
why not? We're all adults.
But then Spike Lee got into it and said, yo, man, you can't do that. So while they were awaiting the ultimate resolution, they went by TNN, the first network for men.
That was so silly.
That was so stupid.
Yeah, well, anything for a buck and for publicity.
Yeah, I guess. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Rob Tussin. Now, of course, Most Extreme Elimination Challenge, or MXC as we famously know it. How can we describe this show, everyone?
If anybody's ever played Fall Guys, the video game, kind of sort of like that in some ways. I mean, it's like an obstacle course, and people are eliminated over time. And you start with, in Fall Guys, it's 60 people, but I think for Takeshi's Castle, the original show, I think it started with 100 people, and they got down to one winner in the course of a half an hour episode by doing goofy events like this, where in this case, you're going across a pond or a river or what have you. You're stepping on stones. Some of them are fake, and you go in the water. I mean, it's all for comedy in this case, but so is Fall Guys, if you will.
Yeah, and if you think about it, it's all right there in the intro.
What are these people running from? They're not. They're running to the world's toughest game show in town. Today's competition will pit America's stoic butcher industry workers against wacky cartoon voiceover artists. Get fired up for Most Extreme Elimination Challenge! And now, here's Kenny Blankenship and Vic Romano!
And, well, the first episode of this show, they started out with this game. The running across...
The stepping stone. They called it... Well, the original name, I think, is Stepping Stones in Takeshi's Castle, but it is called Floaters and Sinkers on MXC.
Floaters and Sinkers!
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Use your imagination, friends.
So, okay. Let's set up this scene, guys. We have this contestant who's wearing a baseball uniform. And right before he's about to go onto the stones, he decides that he's just going to do a backflip. And, well, do we want to play the clip right here for everybody?
I think we have to.
All right.
We do. We should.
All right, here we go.
And here's Rob Tussin. He was very impressive in the warm-ups. And
Oh, God, he's still going. Oh, how can he... Oh, he must be feeling really stupid.
I don't think he's feeling anything from the neck down, Ken. Now, second look on our MXC Impact Replay. Good foot plant and...
Oh, yeah.
totally sick. Indeed it was, Ken. A disgusting sight.
So how do we describe this? He did his backflip, except he didn't land on his feet. He like literally landed on the back of his neck, and his knees are at one point are touching his head. That's not natural.
No. And the amazing thing is, he walks up.
He hops back up and goes to the stones.
He is
He
literally
fractures his spine.
He's literally folded himself in half. And then he goes.
I bet you somewhere in Dillon, Texas, Jason Street is saying, that son of a bitch, Rob Tussin, he can get out after breaking his neck.
Yeah, how did he not look? I mean, look at his neck, his head versus his torso. That angle is unnatural. How did he not injure himself seriously?
And then he runs onto the course and hits one of the sinkers.
Like nothing happened.
Like
And
nothing
then
happened.
he gets up like nothing happens.
Nothing happened. He gets out of there unscathed. He probably didn't even go to the hospital, I bet.
Did he at least get looked at by somebody?
Yeah,
I
he
don't
needs like
know.
a chiropractor just to make sure his back is fine. Oh my gosh.
Oh, my God.
I don't know, maybe after a tumble like that, maybe he doesn't need a chiropractor. He might have just yanked his spine out, and yeah, oh my gosh. And this episode is the first episode. It's called Meat Handlers versus Cartoon Actors.
Yes.
But also, I think we really need to show the reaction of Vic and Kenny.
Yes.
So, oh, the slow motion. Ow.
And then they're looking like, oh,
Ooh.
What happened?
And the guys in the back,
They're laughing. I love it. They're laughing. The one on the right is laughing at the one next to him, and he's got a smile on his face. He's got a smirk. But then look at the person behind him, right dead center of the screen.
Like,
He's like, huh?
huh?
What happened? Huh? So you have a mixture of horror and hilarity. Oh my god!
and that sets the tone for, well,
The entire
the
series.
entire series. Yeah.
If this can
Like,
happen,
what, 5 seasons? 4
yeah,
seasons?
if this can happen, what else crazy is going to happen on this show? They've hooked you in after watching this part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
let me-
they got you hook, line, and sinker. You're darn right about that.
All right, let me just play the rest. Let's see him skip the stones again, because I love this.
He got across like 4 or 5 stones.
Oh,
And speaking
Oh,
of stones,
this-
he must have had stones when he ran that after that.
oh, God.
Oh,
Oh,
my
He's got
gosh.
some brass ones,
Oh.
it looks like.
All right, but hold on. Guy Ledouche is going to interview Rob and his son after his harrowing run out there.
We should put air quotes over Rob and his son. We don't know their real names. We don't even know if they're father and son. They're
don't.
just two
Remember,
people.
this is a comedic dub.
Yeah.
It has no real bearing on what actually happened on the corresponding episode of Takeshi's Castle.
No, but it's hilarious. Okay, here we go.
What happened out there?
Did I win?
Maybe we should talk to your son. So what did your daddy promise you if he won?
A new bike.
Oh, new bike. Do you think it will happen now?
No way.
So come here. What do you think of your daddy now?
He's a loser.
Oh, good. So how are you feeling
I
now?
have blood in my stool.
I have blood in my stool.
Oh my gosh. And this is by some of the people who are behind former installment Nightstand with Dick Dietrich, and also stuff like Burt Ludden's Love Buffet.
Yeah.
It's like the same like 4 or 5 people behind these
Yeah,
shows.
it is. The show itself was created by Paul LeBeta and Peter Kaiko and Larry Strother, all of whom worked on Nightstand with Dick Dietrich.
Well, 2 of the 3 of them created
Well, 2 of the
Nightstand
3 of them,
along
actually.
with friend of the podcast Timothy Stack.
Correct.
but also the voices. Oh my gosh. The big voice, who you hear from Guy Ledouche and a number of other people, guys, it's John Cervenka. And you know what? We can add something else here. We're going to get a Match Game Hollywood Squares reference because John Cervenka was a champion. He won on Match Game Hollywood Squares.
Yes.
And the day he won, he picked the 30 and he blew it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's in the Butch Hartman Club.
He's in the Butch Hartman Club, exactly. But Butch Hartman did it twice.
Oh, that's true. So that's an exclusive club. The Butch Hartman Blew It with the 30 Twice Club. There's only one member, and it's Butch Hartman.
John Cervenka is a half Butch Hartman.
Aww. So he's only a semi-angry beaver, then.
He's a little pissy beaver, somewhat. He gets annoyed.
He's no Nick Bakay, though.
Nope. And for the rest of the cast, you have Victor Wilson playing Vic Romano, Kitty Blankenship played by Chris Darga, and of course Captain Tennille played by...
Get it? It's a joke on Captain and Tennille.
Captain Tennille.
Captain Tennille voiced by...
John Cervenka.
Yeah, John Cervenka.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Mary Shear as the voice of, and this is the actual credit, Every Woman.
Every woman!
Pretty much, yeah.
Like Whitney said, every woman.
Yeah, and Mary Shear was on one of the early seasons of Mad TV.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She was on when like Artie Lang was there. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot Artie Lang was on Mad TV.
Oh, yeah. How could you forget the first season or two when he played That's My White Mama? Don't make me stick my foot up your ass.
Oh,
I remember that.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, yeah, nowadays that wouldn't fly, but oh, holy crap. In 1995, I thought that was hilarious.
It was indeed hilarious.
Wrong, but hilarious.
Don't make me break my foot off in your ass!
Well, guys, what do we have to say about Rob Tussin?
He didn't get eliminated. Well, he did by the Stones, but that backflip should have eliminated him permanently.
Oh, it should have. But thankfully, he lived. And he got up on his 2 feet. Through the grace of God, somehow he managed to survive. And he gave us a memorable thing on TV.
But before we leave, because we do our research, even for the minisodes, Mike found the original Japanese broadcast. Of course, it's not the original Japanese broadcast. It's the translated dub that aired on Challenge in the UK with the great Craig Charles dubbing over. Well, here it is.
Oh, very good.
What a wally! He's still going though. Not for long though, not for long.
Okay, you know, MXC did it better because when you get Vic and Kenny's reaction, that sells it right there. How the heck is he still alive? And then you've got the people in the background laughing at him, and some are in shock. I know it's the British comedy dub, or not even a comedy dub, more just like a translation, not really for comedic purposes, but our version sells it. And it sold it for, like, again, 4 or 5 years, 4 or 5 seasons.
Yeah. And you can watch every episode of MXC streaming on Tubi.
Good times. Good times from an earlier time.
Yeah. And especially it's worth it considering, have you seen the prices on the MXC DVDs on the secondary market?
Oh, they're insane. They're absolutely insane.
They're absolutely nuts.
Yeah. Hey,
might as well watch it. I could watch it for free on Tubi. You're gonna charge me for that? No.
Hey, Mill Creek, do us a favor. Release all 5 seasons of MXC in one set for like $30. We'll be fine.
It's like, hey, Mill Creek, we're really big fans of their work. Just saying.
And saturate the market so those other DVDs have less value.
Oh yeah, do that, Mill Creek, please, for us.
Do it for the economy. Do it for the kids.
Well, that's going to do it for this mini-sode. And we'll be back with some more stuff for you real soon. Wow! And what do we always say? Don't get
eliminated!